For years, Elon Musk battled with U.S. regulators, trade unions, and government red tape. But now he's making a bold move, not in California or Texas, but in India. In July 2025, Tesla finally entered the Indian market with a high-priced Model Y, and behind that launch is a clear message. Musk is diversifying away from U.S. dependence. It's not an exit, it's a hedge. And it tells us more about the future of electric cars, global influence, and manufacturing power than most people realize. This isn't just a business launch. It's a global shift in strategy. Welcome to Geo Capitalist, where we decode global wealth one power shift at a time. If you care about how leaders like Musk shape the next era of geopolitics and business, subscribe now. Let's dig in. In July 2025, Tesla officially opened bookings for the Model Y in India. The launch cities, Mumbai, Delhi, Gurugram, are all financial and tech hubs, with price points between $68,000 to $79,000. For a country with a median income under $2,500, this isn't about affordability. It's about presence. Musk didn't launch a budget EV or scale a fleet. He launched a message. Tesla is here, and it's operating on Musk's terms. The Model Y is imported, not made in India, yet. But the move secures Tesla's spot in India's EV policy structure and paves the way for something bigger: local manufacturing, regional exports, and global leverage. At a time when U.S. factories face union negotiations, tax pressure, and regulatory uncertainty, India offers something else: alignment. The government wants clean tech, it wants global recognition, and it wants strategic counterweights to China. Musk sees the opening, and he's moving fast. Elon Musk has flirted with India for years, tweeting intentions, holding talks, but never committing. So why now? The answer lies in a policy shift that gave Tesla an opening. In 2024, India allowed a limited number of EV imports at reduced tariffs in exchange for future domestic production commitments. That's Musk's language: low upfront risk, high long-term upside. The deal meant he could test the Indian market, build elite visibility, and negotiate factory terms, without committing to billions in capex on day one. It's the same pattern he used in China before building the Shanghai Gigafactory. Announce interest, explore policy, trigger competition, and strike when the terms are too good to ignore. But the deeper reason is strategic. Musk is no longer betting only on U.S. infrastructure, labor, or politics. He's seen how fast Washington can turn, how slow regulatory change can be, and how volatile the U.S. EV incentive structure really is. India, by contrast, is offering clean energy incentives, land, labor, and scale, without the political whiplash. And crucially, India is now in its own global moment. With supply chains shifting, BRICS Plus expanding, and a growing appetite for technological prestige, India sees Tesla as more than a manufacturer. It sees Musk as a geopolitical asset. A symbol that India is ready to compete with China, not just comply with Western policy. This isn't abandonment, it's diversification. And for Musk, that's the ultimate form of control. He's not moving out, he's moving beyond. And India right now is the launch pad. Not just for EVs, but for leverage, relevance, and future-proofing a global empire. Many assumed Tesla would launch in India with an affordable EV under $30K. But instead, Musk led with the Model Y, a premium SUV priced for the top 1%. Why? Because this launch isn't about volume, it's about velocity. The Model Y is profitable, globally standardized, and easier to support. It requires no re-engineering or platform redesign. And it lets Musk target India's tech elite, the startup founders, CEOs, and urban influencers who shape brand perception in a country of 1.4 billion. This is the same playbook he used in the US and Europe. Go premium first, dominate headlines, and work backward from desire, not price. Once Tesla is a status symbol, the infrastructure grows, demand builds, and policy adapts. Then comes mass production. It's also about control. Launching a new vehicle would mean adapting to India's legacy supply chains, which Musk doesn't trust. The Model Y keeps everything in-house, while he prepares India for the next phase of Tesla's expansion. But there's another layer. The Model Y launch sends a message. Tesla isn't just entering India, it's elevating it. This isn't a cheap car for developing markets play. It's a prestige rollout, backed by a global brand. It also minimizes execution risk. By leveraging an existing production line from Shanghai or Berlin, Musk gets to test the market without waiting years for an India-specific product. And let's not forget the data advantage. Premium buyers generate better user data, more consistent driver feedback, and higher margins per unit, all crucial for optimizing Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving models in emerging road conditions. In short, the Model Y is Musk's Trojan horse, profitable, influential, scalable, and perfectly timed for India's next economic chapter. Musk isn't leaving the US, but he's actively hedging against it. In India, Tesla gains access to a rising middle class, low-cost labor, strategic government cooperation, and EV-friendly policy with geopolitical upside. That last part matters. India isn't just a market. It's a geopolitical ally that's becoming central to BRICS Plus, the global south, and the de-risking movement away from China. While Musk has clashed with California over energy rules and fought the NHTSA over driver data, in India, he's welcomed as an innovation partner. Local officials see Tesla as a validation of India's global status, and Musk sees India as a platform, not just a place. But there's more. India's government is offering Tesla land deals, tax breaks, and special access to key minerals like lithium and rare earths. Ingredients that fuel not just EVs, but the energy transition itself. Beyond manufacturing, India is also a testing ground for Starlink expansion, AI training, and even potential localized autonomous driving software. In other words, Musk is betting on scale, not just sales. And it's a bet that Washington can't easily match. Regulation in the US is getting tighter, political instability is rising, and incentives are tied to compliance. But in India, Tesla gets freedom to experiment, build fast, and shape policy, not just react to it. It's not just a hedge, it's leverage. Because when you can build world-class tech outside the US, suddenly, the rules in DC feel a lot more negotiable. In the United States, Musk is no longer the golden child of innovation. He's under increasing scrutiny from the SEC, the FTC, the NHTSA, and even the White House. Whether it's Tesla autopilot investigations, labor union battles in California, or Starlink licensing debates, the U.S. regulatory landscape has become more adversarial than supportive. Agencies once seen as neutral watchdogs are now perceived as gatekeepers in a politicized chess game, and Musk is often the centerpiece. And let's not forget the political dimension. In an election year, Musk has become a polarizing figure. His ventures, from X, formerly Twitter, to Neuralink, are increasingly entangled in political controversy. Every business decision is amplified through a partisan lens. One week he's praised for free speech, the next he's vilified for regulatory evasion. Even Tesla's green credentials, once celebrated, are now questioned under changing administrations and climate agendas. India, by contrast, offers strategic neutrality. Musk can build, expand, and experiment without the same kind of political baggage. And perhaps more importantly, India's government wants Tesla's success. It needs global wins. It's investing heavily in infrastructure, EV adoption, and semiconductor supply chains. That's a climate Musk can scale in without the noise. No congressional hearings, no culture war headlines, just a clear path forward. It's not about escaping oversight. It's about escaping volatility. In India, the rules are clearer, the incentives are aligned, and the appetite for disruption is real. This doesn't mean Musk is abandoning the US, but he's clearly repositioning. And India is now a crucial part of that new playbook. A geopolitical sandbox where scale, stability, and ambition finally align. This isn't just about selling more Teslas. It's about creating a second operating base for Musk's empire. Tesla isn't the only beneficiary here. SpaceX is eyeing India for Starlink ground stations. and X could expand its user base through India's massive mobile economy. India is also on the verge of building its own battery supply chain, and Musk wants in early. He doesn't just want to sell vehicles. He wants to shape the rules of EV manufacturing, energy storage, and grid integration in South Asia. And the real kicker? If Tesla builds its factory in India, it could become a global export hub for Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, all regions increasingly leaning away from US and Chinese influence. That makes India not just a new market, but a strategic launchpad. So while many still think of Musk as a US-centric innovator, this move proves otherwise. India is the bridge to the next phase of Tesla's global evolution, and Musk is crossing it fast. India isn't just rising economically, it's becoming central to the BRICS Plus realignment, alongside Brazil, Russia, China, and South Africa. Musk knows this. And his move into India is more than business. It's a geopolitical hedge. China was once Tesla's global factory floor, but with worsening US-China tensions and Xi Jinping's increasing control over foreign companies, Musk is now at risk of overexposure. A second, stable, democratic production base in a BRICS-aligned but US-friendly country is exactly the insurance policy he needs. What's more, India has already begun bilateral energy and tech deals with Brazil, the UAE, and Indonesia, many of which sidestep US dollar settlements. If a BRICS digital currency emerges, Tesla will already be wired into the system through its Indian supply chain. That's how Musk plays the long game. He doesn't wait for trade wars to erupt. He shifts early, quietly, and strategically. And in doing so, he reduces risk, expands reach, and controls the infrastructure on both sides of the geopolitical divide. Elon Musk hasn't renounced the US, but he's done waiting on it. He's building where momentum exists, where governments are aligned, and where his vision for infrastructure, energy, mobility, satellites, AI, can scale without delay. India offers that, and in making this move, Musk isn't just entering a new market. He's declaring that the future of Tesla and perhaps his broader empire won't be tied to one country, one currency, or one political system. The Model Y in India is a signal. It's the beginning of a realignment, away from regulatory gridlock, away from dependency, toward diversification, infrastructure control, and global resilience. So when we say Musk is betting on India, it's not a shift in branding, it's a shift in power. And for Washington, the quiet part is this: they can't stop it. Because Tesla's most important expansion in 2025 didn't happen in Texas. It happened in Mumbai. If you found this breakdown valuable, watch our next video. It connects directly to what's unfolding across Asia, BRICS, and the US tech realignment. And don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps us decode these global shifts without compromise. This was why Elon Musk is betting on India and quietly shifting away from the US. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.